Who
flat
is that?
cabinetry with built-in
Who
handles.
is that?
Like countertop.
I
Feels
love
like
that.
I'm in a forest.
Yes, we said the same thing. Oh, that is so beautiful. I would live like, oh, hey, yo, Kanye could make an album up there. So take 10 shots. Don't even take 3. 10. Let me shut up. He the expert. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Y'all can tell I love this type of stuff.
Hey, welcome back to another freaking YouTube video.
Plug.
If you are new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As you can tell, we're doing something a little different. We're gonna be doing something that I would call it like a little hobby of mine that I do every now and then. I watch this specific, I don't even know if he's considered a real estate agent because I've never seen him actually sell these homes, but he like shows these magnificent, like gorgeous homes like all around the world, and I just love him. If you know, you know. The guy is named Enes his name is Enes Yilmazer. Hopefully that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, today we're gonna be watching one of his most recent videos that I actually haven't watched, and I wanna watch it with you all. So y'all are gonna see like my reactions to all of this. Like I'm so excited to, show you all like something that's like a passion of mine, because I always like envision myself in one of these homes one of these days, because I've always like, I have my dream home like in my head, how I want my dream home to be as far as the architecture. Hold on. Am I using the right term? But yeah, like as far as the architecture and how it's made, I already know how I want my house to be made, but I love watching him tour these beautiful, beautiful homes. So I just wanted to take you all along, something a little different. I'm not a real estate agent, nor am I aspiring to be in real estate, but one day I will own my own home, multiple homes at that, and I will have my dream home that I will actually live in for the rest of my life. So I just wanted to take you all along this journey. So let's hop right into it.
All right, y'all. We doing something a little new. We
This
doing
is such a
something a
cool
little
property. Now, a
new.
lot of you have been asking for a more reasonably priced home. I mean, a lot of...
Hold on. Wait. I do apologize if he sounds lower than me, but the focus is me, right? Y'all are seeing this, but then you're really looking at how I react with him, with the architecture and the fixture. Y'all are gonna hear him say certain words, and I hope that you all start watching him too. I mean, he's already established as a person that does this. I don't know what he does. House tours? I think that's his actual title. Cause he does. I don't know if he sells houses, but yeah. The focus is me, but the video at the same time. But it's really me, So just bear with me. Bear with me. Let me know if y'all are hearing me way too much over the video, because what I'm seeing over here on the software that I am using, I'm seeing that the volume for the video is just right, you know? And I already did like test run just to make sure, but this is my first go around. So, there's progress to be made, and yeah, so let's do it.
And I hear you loud and clear. So to honor that, we picked the home in the canyons of Los Angeles.
Okay, canyons of Los Angeles.
Architecture.
Okay.
Really well
architecture. Y'all are gonna hear that multiple times probably. Okay, just letting you know.
Designed and curated and on the market for $9,995,000. Just shy of $10 million. It features 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, approximately 4,200 square feet.
It's a beautiful home, though. Beautiful home.
Delivering that LA flavor people love. Now,
This don't look like LA. Period. Look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. This don't look like LA. Not the LA I went to in 2024.
Once again, welcome to Ajoka House. We have a really
The what?
ahead of
Ajoka?
us. Right behind our mom, we have the gate opening up to this private driveway. To my left, you can see the retaining wall.
They need to clean that wall. What's all that white stuff? Y'all saw that white stuff? Let's go
To
back.
my left, you can see the
What's all
retaining
this white stuff right here?
pulls up the hillside, and the road that's right next to us. It's all landscaped, and this driveway brings you to your spacious motor court.
Motorsport.
5 to 6 cars here, and given our location, Nicholas Canyon,
They
it's
have
considered
canyons in
best
LA.
outdoor space for your driveway, for your motor court, and look at the view.
That is a beautiful
part
view,
of
though.
this canyon, all the greenery, all these super cool hillside homes, the peace and tranquility this neighborhood offers.
Where is this in
I
LA?
can look at this view all day. Now, Armand, why don't you come over here for a second? The home is situated on this 0.82 acre plot. So down below, you can see all these pathways, staircases, and we're going to cover all these multiple different structures. But I wanted to quickly showcase this feature.
I thought he was going to show how far you got to fall.
A chicken coop.
They have a
The
chicken
fact that you're
coop?
in Los Angeles, and you're living in this lush, green, quiet canyon in a hillside home, and you have your own chicken coop with views like this, it's kind of hard to fathom. This is awesome.
Yeah, and there are also fresh eggs in the kitchen.
Yes, I saw them earlier when I was touring around. It's super cool. All right, why don't we turn to the other side? Now, this property comprised of multiple structures. This is the first one. It houses the 2-car garage down below, and there is a guest bedroom upstairs with its own bathroom and its own deck. And I love the car here. 1961 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It looks stunning.
Like
Here's
Glorilla?
really funny.
What's the thing?
Doesn't get mad at me for saying.
What's the thing? Y'all know I'm talking about Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil.
This car is so long that it barely fits in this garage. So every time he parks, he has to touch the wall in the back. And the point is, this car does fit in this garage. And Armand, can you imagine me pulling up to one of our shoots in this car? Part of me wants to borrow or ask the homeowner to borrow this.
Oh, so somebody already owns this home.
We will definitely keep in our mind. Such a cool car, and it fits in this 2-car garage. Again, you have all this outdoor parking. Now, going backwards, let's talk about this covered walkway. On the exterior, you can see this reclaimed wood siding that's installed vertically, oak paneling on the ceiling, and given that this is a post and beam home, you can also see all these exposed beams, columns.
Okay, so it says, let me take off the closed captioning right here. It says the Agioka house, built in the 1960s, post and beam homes use exposed posts and beams to support the structure, minimizing interior walls. This creates open floor plans and expansive glass, a signature of mid-century modern design. When is mid-century? Because I was born in the start of a new century, right? Well, 2001, technically 1 year into the new century, right? Because 1900 plus 100, 2000. I was born in 2001. Y'all get what I'm trying to say?
Structural elements. There's a level of honesty that these kind of
Oh, it did say 1960s. Okay.
come with that I personally.
So this house is that old?
Now coming to this side, we're now on the back section of the garage. This is your entry point.
I love how this looks. There are so much photo ops.
Steel staircase that
Oh my god.
the guest suite.
Steel staircase.
And you also see the structural elements here very clearly. Massive steel beams with concrete tops, and the same steel steps continue as the railing, so the steel structure and the integrity is very much unified. And then you look at the back.
A lot of greenery. I
Feels
love
like
that.
I'm in a forest.
Yes, we said the same thing. He said it feels like we're in a forest. Like that's like there's so much greenery. Like this is a vibe.
Now the pathway here takes you to the back of the kitchen that we'll see in a second, and coming back to the entry again, all these exposed beams, and they also have this nice metal flashing detail on top where they have additional beams to create some shade and coverage for this area, so that flashing detail will protect the structural integrity of this beam for years to come. You can also see these clear story windows, which is another architectural feature that
See, I told you, get ready for him to say architectural. He's gonna say that so many times. Get used to it. Take a shot if y'all hear him say architectural, but take a shot of water. Don't drink alcohol. I don't encourage drinking because I don't drink. Okay? Thank you.
you're going to see throughout the home. And why don't we go this way to talk about the front door? I know it's open, but I love the millwork here. All these reclaimed wood planks, little glass insertion right in the center, and it's also a pivot door, and it welcomes you to the foyer of this property. You can immediately see how the exterior and the post and beam architecture of this home
Take a
has
shot.
influenced the interior of this property. Again, we have the same vertical wood paneling, but on the inside it's more of this lighter color.
I like that it's the lighter color.
How these beams play into the interior design and help define these spaces. And right off the entry, they wanted to create this wow effect and give volume to the room.
Okay, fair warning. I'm going to take off the closed captions because I feel like that may bother some of you all. I honestly love closed captioning. I mean, yeah, you can hear what they're saying, but this is how I learned how to spell, by using subtitles and closed captioning. So I'm going to turn it off just for the sake of some people, majority of the people in the world don't like it. So I'm going to turn it off, okay?
Hence the double-light ceilings. And I love the windows that are above Armand. One of them looks into the primary
I
bedroom.
love
And
that
the
chandelier.
and all this natural light to the foyer. Now, to ease off this wood paneling on the interior, they have polished concrete floors throughout, which
Why are there
softens the
cracks?
space and makes it a little bit more easy, almost neutralizes all this wood. But at the same time, given that we have these wood planks, it just brings the outdoors more to the interior of this property. And then foyer leads you this way where we have the living room. But first, I want to quickly take you to the space. Now, this
What is that?
one of the 4 bedrooms of this property. The current homeowner turned it into a spa. And right off the entry, we have this really cool bathroom. And you can see
That's
stacked
interesting.
pattern. And this just emphasizes the volume of the room. And you're going to see stacked tiles throughout the bathrooms, throughout other spaces. They pick patterns
Ooh.
and they repeat them throughout the home. They stay true to them, which then again makes the home a lot more soothing, easier on the eye, and stays true to the architecture. I love this horizontal mirror design, the lighting here.
I like that
One
too.
beam here, one beam on the other side. And
It's
to
for
put like
natural
that,
light.
Place a clear story window. There's this amazing emphasis in this home to bring nature into the property.
Mm-hmm.
It's very private.
Yeah.
Accomplish that. Oak panel ceilings. This is such a cool bathroom. And Armand, one more detail. You see how the countertop sits flush with the cabinetry rather than going over it like your traditional vanity. It's an interesting detail. I would say definitely less practical, but just looks awesome. All right, next up, we have the spa. Now, this is not the biggest room, but I think they made a good use of it. You have your corner sauna, glass enclosed, so it makes it a little bit more open.
I like
Your
that.
massage table, more clear story windows, and salt block walls.
Ooh,
Now,
that's interesting.
help retain the heat, and they also suck up the moisture in the air, so it just improves the air
What
quality
did he call
there.
it?
And
He called it salt block walls. Salt block walls. That's quite interesting.
plays into the moody aesthetic of this spa. Now, the other thing that I want to mention, I said this used to be a full bedroom with its own bathroom, but the bathroom just has a vanity and a toilet. We don't have a shower here. But if you follow me this way, open up the Fleetwood sliding glass doors here, which I'm assuming at some point were updated, integrated to the home. There is an outdoor shower here. I mean, how cool is this? It's right off the walkway, the entry of the property.
I would be using
And
that faithfully.
The equation here is
'Cause I like being,
hot
you
water,
know, free.
water,
I like
mixed
being free.
here, and that's your shower head. See?
That's just me though. I like being free.
There you go. How cool is that? Albert?
Turn it off.
It's not
Okay.
outside showers, I know.
I do love outdoor showers. And look, this is not the most practical, but it's so interesting. It's intuitive. It pulls you to the outdoors, and it's just a fun space. And I feel like turning it into a spa.
They
was a
could have
good call.
cleaned up these spider webs. That's what they could have done.
Now, coming back to the foyer, on the other side, we have the living room.
I like the
Not
living room.
pixie
It's
here.
interesting. It's
Post
peaceful.
beam architecture.
Where the TV at? There ain't no
Are
TV.
exposed. That's what's carrying this property. The columns and the beams, that's pretty much it. Everything else is either a filler wall or glass wall. The furnishings, the curation, the vertical wood paneling that brings so much warmth, your corner fireplace, and these glass walls, so the outside becomes part of the
The
exterior.
inside.
This
Mhm.
is such an interesting property. And again, imagine living in a home like this in 1960s and being part of the experience here. Now, I want to quickly
That's probably why it doesn't have a
this
TV.
fireplace here. In mid-century modern homes, a lot of times they built these fireplaces first for its utility, to eat up spaces, but also to use them as structural elements of the home. Again, mid-century modern architecture, post and beam, it's all about honesty. It's all about showing the structural elements of the home. And that's why they built this one out of brick. And it's also exposed on the other side. It's a wood burning fireplace. The mirror section on top, how the
I like it.
brick
Wood burning.
accentuates the volume of this room. And I love this bottom section and how the
Cause you know,
floating heat.
these modern homes nowadays, they don't have the wood burning fireplaces. They got the electric fireplaces where the fire is just electrical. That makes sense.
Here, and this is also where they store the wood because it's a wood burning fireplace. Now, we have these two chairs here perfectly positioned so that you just take a seat and enjoy the greenery. And the view is
That is
awesome.
beautiful.
You can see the corner post. The beam extends out to the exterior. These glass walls are not load-bearing walls. The beams and the posts are carrying all the weight. So then you can freely put these clear story windows, the section above, or these with sliding glass doors. And I also really like how all the tracks of these sliding glass doors are recessed into the concrete. They have left the space for these tracks. That way, the transition from the interior to the exterior is very easy. And my backdrop is part of the experience here. Such a cool space. Now, next up, I want to quickly talk about the steel staircase here. It matches the design.
Something that I noticed, sorry, a little nerdy, not even a nerdy fact, but it's just something I noticed by watching him a whole bunch. Lots of these California homes, probably based off the fact that they can have earthquakes and other natural disasters and stuff like that. Like based off of the geography of California, lots of the architecture, lots of the pieces, like he's about to discuss the staircase, right? It has steel. Like it's a lot of steel or concrete that they incorporate into the architecture of these houses. That's something that I peeped with California homes specifically. Just putting that out there.
That we saw on the outside. Again, you have a massive steel beam, the stringer of the staircase. Armand, can we come over here? You see, instead of welding the steel, they bent it nicely. That way the bottom section is flat and can be welded to the beam. And the top section is also flat to carry the concrete steps. Now, there's also another detail here. There's this lip design, and I don't know the purpose of the lip here. So if anyone knows, please leave us a comment down below. And again, it's all about keeping the structure very simple and to the point. Steps are not bolted to the wall. You're looking at the entire assembly. It's just made out of steel and concrete. That's pretty much it. It leaves the space open. And again, given that the home was built in the 1960s, I would like to think that it aged really well. Now, next
I will
up,
say that
That's
it
what-
definitely has aged well. Ooh, that pool looks so amazing.
I mean, this is a really interesting space, whether it's a 24-foot long island with a butcher block countertop or all these stainless steel cabinetry. Now, the kitchen here is from Bofi. Bofi is an Italian brand. Kitchens are
Italian.
more like built-ins or quality furniture rather than your everyday kitchens, meaning they're not modular boxes and their designs are very cohesive. It looks like a one piece.
Yeah.
And this is interesting information because it's one thing to have a mid-century modern home, and it's another thing to remodel, bring it to today's standards without really compromising its authenticity and quality. And I feel like this kitchen here really complements that vision, but brings durability, utility, and it looks super cool. You have some open sections, flat panel cabinetry with built-in handles, butcher block.
Who's that person over there? Y'all saw that? Oh, am I tripping? Who that is? Who that is over there? Who is that?
Cabinetry with built-in handles.
Who is that?
Like countertop here, again, emphasizes the wood tones. The linear light here highlights the.
That person just disappeared. He's not there anymore.
Again, all stainless steel cabinetry, stainless steel countertop here with an integrated sink, gas cooktop, and
Ooh!
footage of this home.
Listen, I have not experienced a gas stove since moving from the Virgin Islands, but I love gas stoves. Like I just love how they look, are a vibe. And then food tastes different. Like it tastes better on a gas stove compared to an electric stove. I will just say that. I just stuttered and got my words out in a whole bunch of jibber jabber. But y'all get what I was just trying to say. Right? Okay.
I feel like this is a really good size kitchen, and I just love the stainless steel.
Is there not a
finish.
chef's
And
kitchen,
it's
or is this the
getting great.
only
And
kitchen?
it's so cool. You have the fridge here, built-in appliances, and you have everything. Warming drawers down below, speed oven, convection
Warming
oven,
drawers.
microwave, espresso maker, even a wine fridge on this side. And I want to say the second half of the island is actually a bar area, seating area. So you can enjoy your meals here and still be within the kitchen, or you can simply go outside where we have the outdoor dining area. And here's another thing I want to point out. Here, we have the front door. So when you enter the home, you can go straight to the kitchen or to your living room. All right, next up, let's go see this outdoor dining area. Picnic style table with built-in seating, with this.
I hope there's some koi fish inside of that water thing right there.
And the
That
space
water
here
fixture.
provides a lot of heat, make the space
Is that what that's
more
will be
cozy.
called?
And then on the other side, we have this waterfall installation. This was
Installation.
created by artist Stan Bitters. These are all ceramic tiles, and this actually runs
That is
all the way to
beautiful.
the second floor of the property. And the primary bathroom faces this wall. And they also have screens here, so you can close off this space. And I don't know, why don't you stay there? Opens right back to your kitchen. I love it. Now follow me this way. Emma, why don't I go here so you can go to the other side and showcase the hillside here. It's all
Oh, that is
terrace,
beautiful.
yeah,
I would be out there
trees,
just
bamboos.
relaxing all
This
day.
property is so whimsical, and I just love how all this nature, the landscaping,
This is
merges
beautiful.
into your home, into these different structures. This is super cool. It's also so
Absolutely.
private.
Yeah, it's
quiet.
very private. I could
It's hard
walk
to believe
outside
that
naked.
Los Angeles. I love this. Look, a property like this requires maintenance, requires love, meaning whoever buys this home, they're going to have to put some money, some
Yeah.
maintenance, some elbow grease to really polish it up and make the best of the property. But it's so worth it. It's like a meditative exercise to maintain this home, these grounds, and always have projects to do, to fix, to make spaces and the utility of this home better. I love it. Let's keep walking. This estate consists of 4 structures. We have the detached garage and the guest home above. That's structure number 1. Then we have the main home, the pool house, and above me is the creative studio. It is such a cool space.
A
Situated
creative
on the highest
studio?
property, gets amazing views, and we're gonna tour this space live.
Hey, yo, Kanye could make an album up there.
Armand, do you know how they build these wood retaining walls?
I have no clue. You tell me.
Okay, they're actually very straightforward. You have massive wood posts that go into the ground, anywhere from 5, 10, maybe even 12 feet. And then you can see all this concrete. You pour concrete into the hole to make sure it's structurally strong. And then they use the same beams, install them horizontally, stack them on top. Then they use these metal rods to pin it. You will drill a one big hole and you will hammer in these rods to hold the forms in place. And over time, all the dirt, they may have a filter behind it, but all the dirt will fill up the back end and make it really strong. And a lot of times they will end up compacting the soil behind it. And then you have flat pads and you just keep going down and install more retaining walls like this and then steps and you have a terrace garden like this. How cool is that?
Now I know. Thank you.
So you don't have to use concrete. Obviously concrete will be a lot more expensive. This is a cheaper option. And in a setting like this, it keeps it
Yeah.
more organic.
I was gonna say the wood still
Oh,
makes it more
alright, next.
organic. Like if it would have been concrete, it wouldn't have
tree.
been the same vibe.
God knows.
That's a big
Finish.
tree.
How cool is that? And it's right next to the pool.
You can tell that tree is
Now,
old too.
this has to be a later addition, but they built this really nice roof deck here with glass railing. Look at all the surrounding trees, the greenery. I love this.
That's a good meditative spot.
It's a polarizing home. It's not for everyone. But the people that love this kind of architecture, this kind of lifestyle, being integrated to nature, for those kind of people, including myself, you will love this home. Obviously,
love it.
it's a great
I love
space. You can put some lounging beds, outdoor seating area, maybe even bring a fire pit here, and really capitalize on the view and the privacy of this property. But also, to our right, we have the main home, and above you can see all these different utilities. Let me give you a breakdown of how flat roofs work. Armand, this is going to be a bit of a lecture, so get ready.
I like that.
So these kind of asphalt roofs, you can either do a mop down or a torch down roof. And what I mean by that is you sheet your flat roof, use plywood or some sort of a decking material to make sure your structure is perfect and sloped as needed. And then from there, you either melt asphalt and use literally a mop, and then dip your mop into the asphalt, and then mop the decking of the roof, and then you roll these shingle roofs over the roof. And Armand, let's get a close-up. You can see how the asphalt seeps out a little bit on the seams because you're putting that asphalt underneath. As you roll them, you want to make sure they're bonded to the structure of the roof. So that's number one. Or number two, you do a torch down, meaning when you unroll these rolls, they already have asphalt underneath. And they're torching underneath the shingle, which then melts and activates asphalt, and then you just glue it onto the decking. And that's how you create flat roofs. Now, the challenge with a flat roof is the fact that it's flat, meaning water can sit above it. So you generally want to give it a little bit of a slope. And if you come over here, they use asphalt cement around these holes, or where you have a connection point where you have to drill the flat roof to install something. The second thing, because this is a mid-century modern home and there's no attic space or cavity in the roof, all the utilities had to be put above it. That's your air conditioning unit. All those ducts are going to different spaces, and all these joints have been sealed with the cement. That way there's no cold air leakage, but your entire air conditioning system, minus the
It's
front,
exposed.
is all above the roof.
It's all exposed.
Right?
That's interesting, but it's exposed.
Rooftop.
Yeah,
There's so much to learn. Thank you for it.
Of course, of course. All right, the other aspect, they also ran some electrical work here. That's why they have these 4x4 blocks that are treated, and you just put a little bit of a roofing cement and glue it, because you don't want to use a nail. Meaning, if you use a nail, you just puncture the hole through your roof. That's an area now your roof can leak. That's why they just simply glue them, because they're not carrying anything heavy. And you can see the built-in gutters. How underneath the shingle roofing, there's also this metal, right? So your shingle roof goes over the metal, and then water goes into these gutters and then goes to the ground. And that's how a flat roof works. Pretty cool, huh?
Super cool.
Okay, so that'll prevent,
A lot of
like, if there be flooding, the water can. Okay. I'm seeing, but the air conditioning is still exposed. It's still exposed. But then again, California doesn't really have that much wet weather compared to other parts of the United States. You know? So that, I guess that's the reason why this can work in California, but I don't think this would work in, like, the state of Washington. I definitely don't think this could work in Georgia, because Georgia is bipolar weather. Like, Georgia's weather is all over the place. And I don't even think this can work in Texas, and I live in Texas, so I don't know.
flat roofs back when I was living in Texas, and even my warehouse.
Wait, what he said?
Flat roofs back. Pretty cool, huh?
Super cool. I love that.
What he said?
A lot of flat roofs back when I was living in Texas.
Oh, so flat roofs would work in Texas? Let me shut up. He the expert.
Even my warehouse had a flat roof that I had to rebuild, so I learned a lot there. But coming up here, seeing all these utilities, it reminds me of those old days, and kind of makes me appreciate the art of building and construction. It makes me reminisce in those days.
Oh, that is so beautiful. I would live like, I would be
All right,
naked every
now
day.
the backyard. A very important part of this property, and as you can see, it is really well integrated to the surrounding landscape. Now with this home, they created
This is a mirror?
step-ups to define each one of the spaces, whether it's the outdoors or the indoors. And here we have a built-in seating area, a little bowl here for your fire pit, and I just love how all these trees are coming into the space. Awesome backdrop. Next, to my left, we have the gas barbecue, pizza oven.
So everything is
And
gas.
over here, there's a really nice outdoor
Okay.
bar, and the tile inspiration comes from the mid-century aesthetic of this home, your bar seating, sink, and on the back, we have this trellis design that hides a really interesting space. I'll show that in a second. But for now, Irma, why don't you go to this corner, because I want to talk about these overhangs. Most likely, I'm going to butcher this up, but I'm going to do my best to explain. During summer, sunlight comes more vertical, and that's why having these overhangs help block the sunlight coming into the home, and it keeps the property cool. But during winter, sunlight comes at an angle, and these overhangs still allow that natural light to come into the home and warm up the house. So they serve a dual purpose, and this methodology and use of roof overhangs is very popular in mid-century modern architecture.
I just learned something
And
new.
it's very cool. You can see all
It does
the
look
space
cool,
opening up
too.
to the outdoors. And Armand, let's bring everybody.
I never knew that summertime sunlight comes in vertically and wintertime it comes in at an angle. Did y'all know that? I didn't.
You can see how the deck elevates and we get to the pool level. And behind the trellis design here, we have an outdoor bathroom. Comes with its own pedestal sink. There's a really cool outdoor shower.
Another outdoor shower.
Assembly. There's also an outdoor toilet
I don't
here.
know if I'll take a shower in
The
that
bathroom,
one. Unless,
and then
I don't know.
this side, we have the pool.
Oh, yeah, it's for
This
like
is
the pool.
backyard,
Okay,
good
okay.
size pool.
For the people that get out the
Definitely
pool.
very deep. Stacked tile design around the perimeter, again matching the interiors. There's a jacuzzi on this side.
Jacuzzi.
Designed by the same artist, Sam Bitters.
There's so much
And
photo
additional
ops.
tranquility, and given the height of this water feature, it gives more volume to the space. Look at that beautiful tree on the back. And we also have these mirror walls to blur the lines and give more volume, more depth to this backyard. So this was a nice functional touch. Now, Armand, I want you to stay right there. I also like how they've curved the corner here just to soften up the design of this pool. And the fact that your pool house is this close to the pool itself is awesome. And meet me here. And just to define this space a little bit more, the concrete pad here is a step up. The room fully opens up to the outdoors, where there's a Fleetwood sliding glass doors, clear story windows above, same vertical wood siding on the interior with oak ceilings. Really nice mid-century modern ceiling fan, minimalist. And the room is so well curated. Whether it's the stone coffee table, the TV unit here, the bookshelves, all the accessories.
That's the first TV I've seen in this whole thing.
Let's get a close up. They are so comfortable. The strap detail here, the age leather. And Armand, do me a favor. Can you come to this side? The idea of sitting here, being this close to your water, hearing the sound of the water, enjoying the surrounding landscape while watching TV. I mean, this is a vibe. And there's also a piano here. Such a cool space. It's detached, but the kitchen is right there. So it's still very much integrated part of the living experience. But it's nice that you can take a step up and enjoy a space like this.
Beautiful. Those views
Now,
are a
before we
vibe.
head up to the second floor, I want to quickly talk about the area. Nicholas Canyon is a residential neighborhood in Los Angeles. It sits just north of Sunset Boulevard, running between the Strip and the Valley, and it spans roughly 300 acres. You're minutes from the city, but once you're here, it feels noticeably removed from it.
Yeah, because I've never heard of this
This isn't a
neighborhood.
master plan neighborhood. There are no tract homes. Every property is a one-off, developed independently and shaped by its own site and orientation. This canyon has always attracted architects. This steep terrain forced creativity. Homes here required close collaboration between architects and engineers. And the constraints actually created more freedom in how these homes were designed, and really how wild they could be. There's a strong mid-century modern influence throughout the canyon. Post and beam homes like this one are common, especially from the 1950s and 60s. That structural system works well on hillsides, allowing homes to float above the terrain, open up floor plans, and carry large spans of glass without heavy walls. Built in the 1960s by the architecture firm Buff and Hansman. The two partners, Conrad Buff and Donald Hansman, designed the Ajioka House, along with several other notable projects, including Case Study House 20B in Altadena and Case Study House 28 in Thousand Oaks. This home was later reimagined by Commune Design into what you're seeing today. In homes like this, the structure isn't hidden. The post and beam system determines the interior, dictating ceiling heights, room proportions, and how light moves through the space. Function always comes first. Everything is to the point, only what's needed, no excess.
I love those.
Designed to be easier.
What do you call it? Salt
Homes here
block
were designed to
walls.
complement.
I love those.
They were designed to live within, to sit low, to open outward, and to blend in with the trees rather than rise above them. Privacy comes naturally from elevation changes and mature vegetation, not from gates or walls. Yes, the roads can be narrow, and tight turns are part of the experience. access can record.
I'm not gonna lie. This honestly, like he's showing these roads, it reminds me of the Virgin Islands, like the steep hills. Like, cause in the Virgin Islands, the roads are like, and the last time I've been back home was 2024. So, oh, that means I was in LA in 2023. So I take that back what I said earlier. But still, it's like though these roads are so familiar. Like I get what he's saying, the narrow roads.
But that's the trade-off. People choose Nicholas Canyon for quiet over visibility.
Yeah.
For nature over
You can tell it's
flashiness,
very quiet
for a
up
sense
there.
of peace without leaving the city behind. Here we have 2-bedroom suites, including the primary bedroom. Off of the landing, massive crystal that sits on this marble table. And this is the first guest suite. It is such a cozy space. It's definitely a small room, but I love the vibes here. Whether it's the exposed beams, the clear story windows, again, there's an intense emphasis on bringing the...
Take a shot, because he done said clear. Take like 3 shots of water or juice, not alcohol. Because he said clear story like about 10 times throughout this whole video. So take 10 shots. Don't even take 3. 10!
But this property also embraces privacy, whether it's keeping the landscaping and bearing the home into the hillside. I just love how cozy these bedrooms are. You get your king-size bed here. Sliding glass door opens up to Juliet balcony where you can see the detached guest home. All right, next up, let's go see the bathroom.
Oh, I love that.
Here, but it's the stacked.
Look at the overhead.
Light and leaning more into the darker tones is what we're going to see with the bathrooms. The entire roof here is a skylight.
I love
We'll
that.
have your walk-in shower, clear story window here, this really cool solid wood vanity
I love
with
that.
a marble sink that's dropped on top. Now, installing a marble sink like this is relatively easy. You open up a good sized hole into your vanity, run your drain lines, which is underneath, and then square off your marble sink, make sure everything is aligned. But another nice touch here is the fact that it's a wall mount fixture, meaning hot and cold lines come here and then feed the connection point underneath and then the faucet. It's a nice little touch. Now, on the other side, we have the primary bedroom suite. The first thing I want to point out here, so far, all the interior spaces...
That's the second TV I've seen.
Vertical with siding on the walls and oak panel ceilings. And the idea there is to bring the outdoors into the property and make
It's another skylight.
to the surrounding landscape. But that aesthetic is...
Some more clear story. Some more
And
clear
the main
story
light.
right there.
And
Uh-huh.
that's why in this bedroom, they use this lighter wallpaper. And it makes the space feel a little bit more brighter. Or in mid-century modern homes, you can see hand-troweled plaster to bring in the beige, more natural, earthy tones. This is an amazing bedroom, whether it's the exposed beams, the skylights, the king-size bed here, and a built-in seating area with this picture window facing the full house. Can I just sit here? I mean, look at my backdrop. This is awesome. And gets better. There are so many quirky details here. So you have all these windows filling in this side of the wall. And again, given that this is a post and beam home, meaning this is the beam that carries the weight, there's no weight on these sections. Hence, that's why they place these windows edge to edge. You can enjoy your backyard here, but Arman, I don't even think you recognize this detail. There's a sliding glass door here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I realized it. It's real nice.
It is such a cool
That is
little feature.
interesting.
I mean, was this needed? No, but it benefits from the natural light that comes from the canyon, gives the room a little bit more of an open feel. It's just a quirky detail. Of course, on this side, we also have the TV, this mid-century modern dresser, and this is actually a barn door. You can see the track, and they brought the same
Back at the barnyard.
to the door as well. Such a cool bedroom. All right, follow me. Next.
Oh, look at that
This hallway
tub.
takes us to the bathroom and the closet. I guess let's show the closet first.
Okay.
Huge thanks to the homeowner for making this tour possible. He's still
Okay, I figured he was an older man. You can
organized.
tell he's an older man.
This is a walk-in closet. Now, Arman, can you go backwards for a second? So this is the picture window that faces the foyer. Remember, I talked
The
about
front door.
another picture window on the other side, the front door. Again, allowing natural light to travel throughout the home. Now, next up, primary bathroom
Oh, that's beautiful.
and
Look at that
the
tub.
water wall. by the outdoor dining area. It comes up to this level. Then you have clear story windows, skylight above, vertical tile installation that's offset. Again, all these mid-century touches. And this is a really good sized tub.
Man, they could have cleaned. They could have cleaned this right here, so we could have seen. Like, this is not a newly built home, so that's probably why. But I'm still like, I wanted, like, it would have been a better. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
I don't know if you can see it.
Like, dang, they could have cleaned that. Look at that.
Look
at that.
It looks smaller next to it.
I know, it's a massive tub. And in case you wonder what's on the window here, that's just calcium deposit. Given that this home is in a canyon, you have a water feature on the other side, cold weather, that's all natural staining. You can certainly clean it. It requires a little bit of elbow grease. But yeah, it's also nice that that's a window that opens up. All right, let's talk about the walk-in shower. This is crazy.
You shut me up real good. That is
Full
beautiful.
body sprays, rain heads above, glass enclosed here, and glass enclosed on the other side.
I love that.
Different.
That is a vibe.
I just think this home is so quirky. It offers so many of these unique rooms and areas and moments. We get 2 sinks here, floating vanity with a towel holder on the bottom, more clear story windows, skylights, and I'm gonna come over here. They kept the cabinet shallow, so that way you get more light here. And this mirror confuses me. I want to just walk into it.
Yeah, I would walk into that.
And that's the idea. You're creating this illusion by bringing in mirrors and reflections to the home. Such a cool primary bedroom. Now we're on top of...
Is that an orange tree?
And you get this awesome deck. And there's even, Arma, let's get a close up, an orange tree, you know? And there were some fruit trees down below. I love this. I just think this home is so cool and so different. Hopefully I'm not overhyping it.
You're not. Like, this is a vibe.
Yeah, we really are. And I tell you what, I'm going to teach you something.
Dang, I kind of like the guest house better than the regular
Look
house.
closely, you can see all these nail holes or screw holes.
As far as the
The
bed,
deck planks
from
here
what I just saw.
onto the structure below. But if you come over here, there are no screw holes because they've used hidden fasteners, meaning they screw these little metal clips to the support structure underneath, and then these planks are all tongue and groove, meaning they have an opening on the side where these metal clips go in. That way they lock the planks in place and you get this minimalist look. You can still unscrew them, but all the screw points are hidden. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. Sleeve doors open up. Welcome to the guest bedroom. I mean, look at the frame here. Low king size bed, this funky wallpaper, the clear story windows, hillside coming in.
Take a shot. He said clear story again.
Furnishings, and how they also have this deck flooring here to match the exterior aesthetic just makes this room feel a little bit more unconventional, but fun, different. If I were to be a guest in this home, I would die to stay here.
Yeah,
It's a cool
it's
space.
a vibe. I like the guest
Come
house
on in.
for sure.
We have a full bathroom here, floating vanity with a massive sink. Again, the mirror takes up the entire wall, and it's actually recessed into the tile design here.
A walk-in shower.
Come on, give me a break.
Rainfall.
The skylight, the rain head,
Uh-huh.
stacked tile, and how this corner is open. Look
That's
at
beautiful.
this. This is awesome. You're telling me you don't want to shower like this every day? And I get it, you may have privacy in mind, and you can certainly tint this class if you want to.
Man, bump that. I don't care who see me.
I'm obsessed.
I don't care who see me. It's my house. You shouldn't be looking in my house.
On YouTube for the last 6 years. Over 400 on the channel and thousands more that I've seen in person. And let me tell you, this job never gets old. Every property is different. Everyone has its own story, especially when you're in a unique setting like this. It's not just about the homes either. It's the people behind
I'll be
the homeowners.
I'll be showing
builders,
y'all more of
and
these
sometimes even their
houses
pets.
because
their
I haven't watched some of these, honestly.
Why are you mad at me? I want to be your friend. Okay, I'm sorry. You don't. I'm your friend. Look, she's excited. She wants to be a friend. She's scared. I didn't do anything. But what really stands out to me here is that this home makes you feel something. It conveys an emotion. Look how insane this backdrop is.
That man on top of
We
the
are in
roof.
Los Angeles. We are a few minutes away from Sunset Boulevard. And it feels like we're in this insane jungle.
Yes,
Look how
that is
old and
beautiful.
these trees are.
Bro, I would be meditating every single
And then you
day,
have a
bro.
creative studio on the other side.
Show us the creative studio. Thank you. Freaking, I could make an album up in there. It's beautiful.
The fact that the property consists of
Like the
different structures
downloads,
and you have
like just think about the downloads you can get by being in a house like that, surrounded by nature, where you can literally have nature speak to you. Like people underestimate the power of nature. Like nature directly connects you to God, to source. You can lay on a tree and a tree will give you a download and also take away the negative energy from you. Like, it's just amazing. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
open creative space like this.
This is
It's super
beautiful.
cool. Again, it's part of the original architecture.
He
They
must be a
actually-
fashion designer.
This used to be the original garage. So from the street level, you come right in here, park your car, and I'm assuming they later on decided to convert that structure with a guest home above to a garage. So
He must be a
that's
fashion
cool fact for
designer,
you.
whoever this
And
person
this
is.
is a great space. I don't know the square footage, but Armand, let's show the other side as well. Gets great natural light. There is a massive solid wood table here with a stone insert in the center, built-in cabinetry. This could be an amazing office, creative studio, conference room, whatever you want to make it. Or it can also be another guest home or few bedrooms for you as well. All you have to do is just bring in plumbing here and you're good to go. And look at the view. This is such a nice added bonus. And I feel like this space particularly is extremely important to the individual
Got a TV.
be acquiring this property, because whoever buys this home, most likely they appreciate art, they appreciate creativity, they appreciate owning a unique living integrated
Yes.
asset like this. And I wouldn't call this a home. I think this is a creative expression.
Yes!
And
Didn't I tell y'all that same thing? Like, you can receive so much downloads being in an environment like that, surrounded, bro. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Y'all can tell I love this type of stuff.
I enjoyed our time here, walking around.
This is
finding
beautiful.
the features and details.
Oh, I just love that. I would literally just
All of you.
chill and relax and lay myself out. This was beautiful. Amazing. Yes. Yes. This doesn't even make you feel like you're in LA. What the heck? Wow. I'm glad that he's going to show it at night. Oh, the lights. I like that it's not like the white lights. That's beautiful. Well, there's some white lights. Oh, that's beautiful. It's not too much light, though. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. Definitely a vibe. I wouldn't leave. I would not leave my house. I promise you. Wow.
All right, everyone, that's it for the tour. As someone who loves architecture, the building of homes, this property really speaks to me. Whether it's the mid-century modern architecture, the simple post and beam construction, how all these spaces open up to the outdoors and the home blends into the landscape here. Such an amazing estate. And let me know in the comments below if we did a good job picking a home under $10 million here in Los Angeles, and also if you want us to tour more reasonably priced homes in the future. Now with that,
He considers
I wanna give
this
big thanks to the
reasonable?
homeowner and the listing agents, Weston Littlefield and Alex Heyyyy, for making this tour possible. And more information about this gorgeous home will be in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. Thank you all.
Bravo, Ennis.
See you. All right.
Bravo.